Hey, what up YouTube? How's everybody doing? I just thought I'd share with you some of my street photography shots from my recent trip to Madrid. I've been back a week now and I'm missing the place already. What a beautiful, beautiful city. Fantastic metro, great food, friendly people. Had a hell of a time. There's a woman walking a parrot. Lovely. Um, I've annotated some of the images you're going to see, just tell you a little bit about the settings, and if you stick around right till the end of this short 5-6 minute video, I'll tell you about the general settings I use for the Ricoh GR3 in the beautiful sunny city of Madrid. Hey, congratulations if you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed the images from the beautiful city of Madrid. Fantastic place for street photography. Got the world's second largest metro system. Very, very cheap to travel on as well. I loved it. Beautiful, clean city. Great food. Friendly people. Yeah, great place for street photography. Lots of museums. And as you saw in the video, home to my favourite painting of all time, Picasso's Guernica. I love it. The settings I used were pretty much aperture priority all the way through. I was using user 1 and user 2 here. I set the camera up in aperture priority mode, and then I went ahead and configured my color Leica look on user 1 and my custom monochrome recipe on user 2. So it was just a question of switching back and forth between these two, and the camera was basically keeping all the other settings. Down in the subway, I did change the lowest shutter speed setting on the auto ISO function, or auto ISO. I was changing that down to about 1/5 of a second, knowing that I could keep the camera still because of the IBIS. So I was focusing on, you saw the single guy with the black hair. I was focusing on him. And I'm not snap shooting, by the way, actually focusing on him using the rear screen. I'll tell you about that in a second. But I was focusing on him, cranking the aperture way down and closing it all the way down at f16, and hoping that the camera would go all the way down to that 1/5 of a second. So as the train came whizzing into the station, I've got IBIS and a nice steady shot of the guy looking at the train coming into the station, and then the motion blur of the train as it whizzes past. And yeah, it's in aperture priority. That's the kind of quick control you've got. You've got your front dial here for aperture priority. I believe in working smarter, not harder. Some purists will tell you manual is the only way to go. Professionals who shoot, who've got to get the shot done, will tell you, a lot of them will tell you, aperture priority is probably the best bet. You don't have to worry about the ISO. You set some base parameters for your shutter speed, your minimum ISO, your max ISO, and then all you've got to do is worry about your depth of field and your framing in general and get the shot. I have the rear screen configured for touch, focus and shoot. That way I don't do too much snap shooting anymore. Full press snap is something I've kind of grown out of now. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's a great feature on this camera, but I've reached a point now where I've got the confidence to just walk amongst people, and if I want to take the photograph, I'm just going to be looking at the camera like this and fiddle around with some dials and stuff on the back. But all the time with that setting, I'll just switch it on and show you. You press there. Setting number 3, autofocus, point, focus and shoot. With that setting on, then I can just touch the rear screen and take a shot in bright light. It's going to be done in 1/10 of a second. It's going to do it all for you, and no one can hear it. That beautiful leaf shutter in this camera is going to keep everything nice and sneaky, and it's a great way to do it. Apart from that, other settings were RAW plus, of course. I do have the RAW files if I wanted to look at them, but what you have seen today has all been straight out of the camera JPEGs using those two recipes. Aperture priority, like I mentioned before, on the front dial, just controlling my aperture there, which also controls the depth of field. My full press snap is set at 2.5 meters. So on the couple of occasions where I did use a full press snap, 2.5 meters, and then that beautiful Madrid sunny day, sunshine, I was up there around f8, f6.3, and you're going to get a massive deep depth of field when we're talking almost to infinity when you're shooting at 2.5 meters for your snap focal distance. Yeah, and apart from that, it's just been business as usual for the king of the street cameras, the Ricoh GR3. So anyway, that's it for me. thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed some of the shots. There were no real bangers, although I did really like that guy on the platform. Well, not the guy, but I really like the shot of the guy on the platform with his train coming in. And I like the other one as well. Even though the subjects, the two people, they were slightly out of focus, probably due to camera shake. The train was opaque at one end towards the right of the image, and then it just got more and more transparent, so much so that you could see the other side of the platform in the station, and I just thought it looked really cool. And yeah, Ricoh GR3 all the way, perfect street camera. See you in the next one. I've got a surprise for you. I have picked up my Bokeh Monster full frame camera now, and I made a video about what should I be looking for about a month ago. My grail was the RX1R Mark II with a 42 megapixel full frame sensor and a fantastic lens. Let's see what I picked up. Okay, see you later. Bye for now.